Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some more of the Outer Worlds. This is part 12, it's also the ending. As I said when I started this series, we wouldn't be doing many side missions, if any at all, and it would be purely the main kind of mission progression. So that's what we've done. This is the final part of the series. Hope you enjoy it. Thumbs up if you do. Let's do this. Welcome back, and as you can see, we didn't crash into the planet or the sun. So we're still here. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, and we need to make our way back to Phineas's lab because he's not responding to radio calls. Yep. So off we go. We're going to end up in a fight here, aren't we? What's that above his head?
What? I don't recognize you.
Oh, really?
Are you new here?
Let me just persuade you.
I'm just trying to make sure you belong here. I guess you've got a point. Keep your hands to yourself.
That worked out really well. I was about to kill her. Okay, we need to go down, I guess. Why are you both wearing crap outfits? Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, it's the it's that cloaking device, isn't it? Yeah. Hang on a minute. We've gone the wrong way. I think we might have.
Hey, I saw that.
Look out! Look out!
Okay. All right. Where's that coming from? Thank you, bitch. An N-ray weakness. You've been exposed to N-rays once too often and have now become susceptible to N-ray damage. Effects, N-ray damage received. Why not? Okay, steady hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the science weapon damage. Yep. No, sorry about your leg. Shit happens in war. Now, part of me thinks that Phineas might not be telling the truth. I guess we'll wait and see.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. The transmission is marked with priority status. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
Oh shit.
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Thanks, Ada.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Oh, Ada, I do love you. So, I think we can almost guarantee that he's been taken now. He's not going to be here. Or if he is, he's dead.
Here they come!
Oh, we've got enemies, have we? What's it say? Arrest receipt. As per official arrest protocol outlined in the Defence Logistic Incarceration document, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear in a subsequent court date may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are a consequence of being held within a locked cell or higher security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive, and that it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Oh shit! Oh shit! I wasn't keep. Damn, we'll have to do that again. At least we know what we're going in for this time. Taking in the old plasma rifle. Actually, let's bring out the big guns. That was too far. I love it. Oh, the door's open on the other side. It looks like it took out a few of them. we'll have a look at that in a second. I just want to check my inventory, see if we've got any better armour. So we're running 53 helmet, 53 chest piece, 53, 53, 33, 63, right, we'll have that. We're gonna have to dump some of these weapons soon. Actually, let's repair. Yeah. There's nothing else in here, is there? What's this little box? Okay, this. Oh, we can't hack it. Okay, please present login password to continue. Oh. So we may need to get a password. This looks like his quarters. Oh, what's that? It's actually called Phineas False. Look at that, that's quality. Let's try it, let's give that a go. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm keeping that.
I wish I could do that.
Oh, I'm full up. Rid of that. Anything up below the 23 really we don't want. Actually, let's see if the girls might need an upgrade. It's an 18. 22. What's Pavar you got? 16. What is that? It's a... So the light assault rifle. We might just go with... We'll give her a shotgun actually. Plasma rifle? Let's give her a plasma rifle. Armor 2934, so we can bump her up as well. So let's give her a 53, 53, and the Yoka level 12. We need to upgrade these for the girls. 29 and 36, so 53. Okay, we need, oh, there you go, 53. So there's some stuff we can get rid of. Cool. Okay, so we can't get past this part without a hacking skill or a password, and I don't think we've picked up a password. Hang on, let me pick this up. Because we died last time. There's definitely no password on there. Have a look what the journal says. Phineas sent you a transmission screaming about corporate pigs. You found Phineas's lab was ransacked. Search his lab for additional info. Pigs. That might be a clue there, guys. You might have hidden something in one of these pigs. No. 14, remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. There's nothing in the pigs. That's interesting. So we don't have the pass and we don't have the skill. Ah, what's this? A hoof. We'll take the hoof. Ah, there we go. I didn't realise there was pigs in here as well. That's cool. Okay, so personal files. Okay, so I've always expected that this would happen. The board have finally discovered what I've done and sent their headhunters to track me down. They'll say I'm a murderer, and they're right, I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. I've got notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. Alright, it's time I return to work. Okay, so we've opened up a little secret panel. Oh, nice. What is that little gizmo? The Tartarus nav key. Okay, we've got 10 skill points. Now, I actually think we probably should have put that into hacking. We might... Oh, hang on, let me revert. There we go. And we'll put some into... How much we got left? We've got 5. Oh, hang on, so... $50, yeah. Okay, we get bonuses. I was trying to work out why we got 50 and then it says 78, but they're bonuses added by Pavati and for support engineering. Okay, let's go with... What's medical do? Go with lock... no, it's split into lock picking. Yep. There's been a few actually that I've not been able to do, so actually we got no perk? No. Okay, so we need to confront Sophia. Let's just have a read of the journal again. So Phineas has been captured and brought into the prison planet of Tartarus, where the board intends to interrogate him. Now it's up to you to infiltrate the prison and rescue Phineas before the board can enact its plan to cull Halcyon's population. Confront Sophia. Make your way through the Tartarus, and confront the person who runs the board's operation, Sophia Akandi. Sweet. Let's go and kick some ass. I've got Phineas's new gun as well, which I'm looking forward to using.
As it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Ah, okay.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
And here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
What's bad about the labyrinth?
Captain, come on. Even I've heard of the biggest prison the colony's ever seen. And on some occasions, I literally live under rocks.
Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Oh, Felix, I
Outstanding.
love you.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Oh. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Okay, so we're off to Tartarus. What's this little doobry here? Okay, you're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison now, do it before you cross the point of no return. We're going to do it, guys. This looks like the end mission to the game.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay. Do you know anything
Resident
useful?
count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Okay, well, how long is that going to
I
take?
wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Okay. If you're going to kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority, signing off.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
No, Let's talk
I
later.
request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
That's fine, Ada. We'll try not to do that, alright? Right then, guys. Let's do this. Taking the girls with me. Felix's special move just really puts me off using him. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I like this. Take some cover.
To shreds, you say? You got it, Captain!
Take it, bitch.
That's the last of them!
Okay, he's got some good armor there, I think. 53. That's kind of what I'm wearing already. Actually, let me see if one of these need it. She's got 52. Pavati's got 52. Yeah, might as well.
Used as a prison had for bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Cool, going proper down. Here we go.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
It's a lot of enemies. Okay, we've got a perk this time as well. So let's go with long weapons. Is this class as a long weapon? Hang on. The weapon that I've got currently, is that a... It's a long gun, yeah. Okay, let's put some points into the long gun. Nice. Okay. Okay, killing an enemy reduces remaining cooldown on companion abilities. Okay. Carrying capacity, nah. Okay, there's something about blood and violence that helps you focus. So your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed critical hit. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Shit, I've lost the girls. Where are the girls? Okay, we've got a sniper over there. But that really damages you. Was that gold armor? I think it was. No, it's crap. Oh, never mind. Place is quite large.
Covering! Here goes nothing!
Okay, so where now? Through here? Sealed. Back this way. No. Looking smart, girls. This could be it. This could be the finale. You ready? Good. You ready for a fight? This is the pit. Oh, I love the name of it, the pit. Okay, looks like there's a few enemies. And well, he's a tough bastard. Right. His head fell off. His fucking head fell off. We'll fill up. Hang on, girls. Let me, it's a 53. Oh, look at the state of this. Who gives that 23 armor? Jeez. Jeez Louise. 16. Let's get rid of some of this crap as well. Not going to be using it anymore, I don't think. Where are we going? Ah, here.
Something you need?
Yeah, can you move out of the way? Because I'm trying to use the lift. Okay, there's a group of enemies there.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for arguing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
And they're not floating for some reason. Sorry, Nicola. Oh, I'm full up again. I wouldn't mind a workbench right now because I think some of my weapons could do with a little tune-up. Any workbenches? Oh shit. Okay.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script.
Incoming!
Okay, I'm going down. Well,
Nice. Calm before the storm and all that.
If it ever comes to this, I'm just real glad to know you all.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
it's over, Sophia. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's better for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Okay, so this looks like a boss battle, maybe. Where is it? Oh, there, his name's Ram. I like it. Okay, how do we get down there then? Let's go and say hello to Ram. Okay, so before we go in there, let's just make another save going.
Here goes nothing! Covering you!
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a lot of them. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty tough.
System sweeping.
Watch out! Got it! Here I go!
Right, it's not him that's the problem, it's these little bloody robots. These are a problem. Why can't I move? I can't move. I'm stuck. I can't move. I'm stuck. shit. Okay, we're gonna do it this time, guys. We're gonna do it. Take it, bitch. Oh, this is plush. Very nice.
Why won't
Itch. Okay, how did we get in there then? Oh, this.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Okay, are you alright? What did they do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Okay. Great, I was just about to pop open some drinks to celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Okay, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Well, somebody has to run the colony. I'm the only competent person left. No, that's a bit arrogant. You can count on me. I'll help revive the colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Junlei Tennyson fought to protect the Groundbreakers' independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, And time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell, and she often wished aloud that her dad was still alive to teach her about the finer points of starship care and maintenance. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, that wraps up that video. If you want to see more, then check out the channel. Until next time, guys. See ya.